You probably heard that thieves recently waltzed into the Louvre in broad daylight and in just 7 minutes stole thousands of diamonds and jewels before fleeing on scooters.
But what you may not know is that this wasn't even the famous museum's most notorious heist.
The most famous Louvre theft involves its most prized possession, Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa. On August 22nd, 1911, it was discovered that the painting was no longer hanging in its regular spot. They closed the museum for a week, and 60 police officers scoured the building for clues. They stopped several ocean liners and searched all the passenger berths before allowing them to depart. And they hauled in a number of suspicious people for questioning. One was the French poet Guillaume Apollinaire, who fingered his friend Pablo Picasso. Neither man, in fact, had anything to do with the theft. The man responsible was an Italian named Vincenzo Peruggia, who cleaned and reframed paintings at the Louvre. On August 21st, Peruggia entered the museum dressed in the same white smock that all of the museum employees wore. The museum was closed that day, so Peruggia didn't have to contend with crowds. When the coast was clear, he removed the painting from the wall, slipped into a nearby stairwell where he removed it from its frame, wrapped it in his white smock, and carried it out the door in broad daylight.
If you've never seen the Mona Lisa, it's a lot smaller than you probably think.
Peruggia hid the painting in a trunk in his Paris apartment for years before taking it by train to Italy. He claimed he wasn't trying to get rich. He assumed, wrongly, that the Mona Lisa had been stolen from Italy by Napoleon, and he simply wanted to return it to its country of origin. He tried to sell it to the owner of an art gallery in Florence, who contacted the famed Uffizi Gallery. Once they confirmed the painting was authentic, they turned Peruggia in to the police. Before returning to France, the Mona Lisa was exhibited all across Italy. Peruggia served just a half year in prison for his crime, a slap on the wrist, and was hailed as an Italian patriot and hero. And here's the best part. Until this incident, the Mona Lisa was not a popular painting. But after its return, people started lining up by the tens of thousands to see it. Its notoriety helped it become one of the best-known paintings in the world. More than a century later, it remains insanely popular, and it was announced just earlier this year that the masterpiece will soon be given its own room. A priceless French treasure due to its immense cultural significance, the Mona Lisa has been valued at more than $1 billion.
Stay curious, my friends.